We are back with our WBC coverage, and the awards are already being handed out, but I managed to grab Victor Novak from Taps Fishouse and Brewery. How's it going, Victor?
It's doing great. Yeah, exciting.
Yeah.
You just hope you score something.
Right.
But, yeah, it's all good.
We've seen some awards going out already, some pretty good beers. Now, there are 89 categories
I think there's
overall.
94.
Is it 90?
I think I saw something like 94.
We've seen numbers adjust this week. Every minute there's more breweries and there's more brewpubs in planning. So now there's more awards. Right. So how's things going for Taps?
Great. We got the 2 locations. We're opening up a 3rd location in the marketplace at Irvine. Not a brewery, but another Taps, and then expanding distribution a little bit. So getting our beer out there in some of the better beer bars in LA, Orange County, San Diego. So we're enjoying it.
Very cool. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Taps, this is an amazing restaurant, and I emphasize amazing. The food there is beyond unreal. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you have the luxury of, being a brewer that can work with a menu that is ever changing and it is very eloquent.
Right.
So talk about how that works for you and when you're brewing your beers.
Well, I started off at Dock Street back in Philly, and that was sort of that more semi-fine dining, and we did a lot of beer dinners, and going back to the early mid-'90s, I'm used to doing beer and food pairings and beer dinners and all that great stuff, so our chefs are really talented. What I love about our beer dinners is we never pull anything off the menu. I tell them what beers we're going to have in that particular season, usually spring, fall, and then give them the the breakdown of the flavors for those beers, and they create this incredible menu. And then we do a tasting 2 weeks before to make sure everything marries, really nicely, and they're fantastic. We've been doing it for about 12 years now.
And you've also started bottling some of your rare releases like Remy. Talk about how the bottling process has come along for you and what you're doing with that.
Very slowly. We were using our buddy Evan over at Noble, using his bottler. We just got a little 4-head bottler for the Remy's Pappy, which is, anytime you see Remy, it's Imperial Russian Stout in a whiskey barrel. Remy was in Heaven Hill, now it's going to be Four Roses. And then Trace of Remy in Buffalo Trace, and then Remy's Pappy in Pappy Van Winkle. So, we do 750s, and we sell those from anywhere from $20 to $35, and that's great. We'd like to get maybe the Schwartz beer or the Cali Gold IPA or something else in the bottle in the marketplace a little bit. But right now, for the most part, we're pretty content with keg beer, because it's pretty saturated. We're pretty small. Our distributor's great, but we still have to design labels. I mean, it's a whole process to get your beer out in distribution. And then what freaks me out, of course, is once it leaves the brewery, is it going to be kept cold? Because that's when, especially the hoppy beers, are really going to start to fall apart. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Victor, for being here. For those of you that do a lot of traveling, especially if you're going to Disneyland out in California, Brea is just a hop, skip, and a jump away, and that's where you'll find Taps Fishouse. I promise you, you'll not be disappointed by the food or the beer if you stop by. Good luck.
Food, yeah, and the beer's okay. So.
No. I said they're both great.
Very nice.
Cheers.
Salud.